I bought this canopy to use for festivals for my Mary Kay business. I love it. I bought the pink one. Everyone was a little jealous of my canopy. I also bought the canopy weights to go with it. This canopy is 50 pounds and it is very long. You will need help putting it up and taking it down. I am very pleased with this item. We are using this as a temp shelter for our hot tub. The day after I set it up, we had a windstorm that lasted for 2 days. I was smart and bought the weight bags that are recommended. I lowered it down to its lowest setting and hoped for the best. Happy to say it hung in like a champ. Super high quality, couldn't be more happy. Only bad thing I can say is the legs could be a little stronger, but that's being nitpicky. Don't think it will be an issue. I see others posting they didn't get the wheel bag, no problems here. Update: well, so much for temporary. This has been a permanent structure for 6+ months, probably closer to 9. This thing is a tank. I live in Wausau, it sees its fair share of rain and wind. Still up and not a single issue. Reading some of these reviews makes me wonder how they tie their shoes in the morning. Very nice tent. I use this for soccer games on the weekend in FL. I chose this tent because I liked that there was a good selection of canopy colors, and the reviews indicated that an army of engineers wasn't required to set it up. I have a small business and do events. I needed a tent so I could start doing outdoor events. This came with no directions. I've never used one of these types of tents before. I still got it unboxed and set up in about 20 minutes by myself. It was a dry run at home a few days before my event. It was very intuitive to set up, and the slide thumb locks are super easy to use. This was a concern as I have fibromyalgia, and my grip strength is usually crap. My favorite thing about this, I can leave the canopy on the frame, collapse it, and it easily fits perfectly in the bag. Collapsing it to pack it into the bag took about 4 minutes. I had no issues setting it up again myself at the event. That was an important feature as I'm not always going to have another person available to help me. Taking it out of the bag and doing it again took less than 10 minutes. If you have another person it will take just a couple minutes. It provided great sun protection, and the temp under my tent was noticeably lower than out on the street. This event had lots of dogs, and they pulled on their leashes to stay under my tent. Outside temp was sunny and 85 to 90. Many people commented on the great shade and how cool it felt. I only raised the tent to the first click, and no one had to duck to get under it. It does have an adjustable height if you need it. The company puts 2 big rubber patches on the tent, that are sewn on. I took them off with a seam ripper very quickly. The second pic from the company website gives a better idea of the size. They're pretty big, and the red/yellow/black logo clashed with my turquoise tent. The tent comes in a great heavy-duty storage bag. It is definitely heavy. I'm glad the bag has wheels on it, as I hadn't anticipated what dragging 55 pounds around would feel like. I am updating my review because ABC Canopy sent me a replacement cover. The canopy top originally arrived with a small seam split that looked like a sewing error. Click link in description for more reviews.